everybody, it's Ms Bonita. I'm ready to do a craft. I hope you want to do craft with me. I've been coming to junior camp for 12 years and I've been helping with crafts all the time. So I'm really excited this year, even though it's a little different, to do a craft with you. I hope you're ready to go. Yay, time for craft. I'm going to help you get started and tell you what you need so that we can make some fun craft today. What we're going to make is a shrink plastic craft. So if you've ever done shrinky dinks before, it's kind of like that. But we're going to use recycled materials, maybe some stuff that you already have at home, and we'll see if we can figure this out. So here's some stuff that you need. You need number 6 plastic from the recycle bin. So you can see in my picture, I chose some Archway cookies because inside the Archway cookies, you will find the number 6 plastic. So you also need some Sharpies and a hole punch and some scissors and some aluminum foil or parchment paper to line a cookie sheet. And you're going to need to use your oven. So you might want some help from a grown-up too. So now we need to find our supplies. One of the hardest things to find in this craft is the number 6 plastic. And it is found, I found it in Archway cookies. So here's the fun part. You might have to eat a cookie to do the craft. I'm okay with that. So if you open up the Archway cookies, inside this, you're going to find the cookie tray. Yeah, mine's empty. I did my job. I ate the cookies. So this cookie tray, if you look at the bottom, there's this little triangle on it, and it's really hard to see, but it has a number 6 inside, and that's what you want is number 6 plastic. There's other places you can find it, but this one worked really well for me. I found it in an Oreo cookie box. You know, I like my cookies, but it's really small and all these different shapes, it was kind of hard to work with. So I liked the Archway one because it has some flat sides. The ridges, you don't have to worry about those. They just kind of make an interesting texture in your craft. So this is my recommendation. Get you some Archway cookies, eat the cookies, and use this plastic. Maybe you already have some. Another cracker container that has number 6 plastic will also work. There's lots of different options though to find it. You just have to look. There's other numbers of plastic and they might shrink well, but I didn't practice with any of those. I know this one works. All right, so let's see what we can do with this. Here's a close-up of what that number 6 looks like at the bottom of the cookie tray. So this is what you're looking for to do this craft. Once you find your plastic, you have to cut it. So you're going to cut it into flat strips. So you want them to be as big as you can, but you're going to have to cut them out. I also wanted to find some pictures that I could use to make my shrink plastic to make my craft with. So I printed out the junior camp logo. I mean, I've got one on my shirt. You could use that. You could use pictures of other stuff. And some of my pictures I made a little bit too big, so they were hard to fit into my little piece of plastic. But you just have to work with it. So find a picture, find your Sharpies, cut your plastic nice and flat, trace your picture, color it in, make it as pretty as you can. The next thing you can do is cut out that shape. And if you cut it out, then it'll be a little bit more interesting. Notice again, what I use, the plastic is all bumpy, and that works just fine. So no big deal if it's all rigid, it just kind of gives it an interesting texture. The next thing, after you've got your things all done, all your stuff colored and cut out, you want to make sure you cut it, you put a hole punch in it. If you want to string it on a necklace, if you want to make it on a keychain, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with this. Got to have a hole in it. So make your hole punch before you put it in the oven. The next job then is to preheat that oven to 325. You might want a grown-up's help for this part. Go ahead and get your oven preheated. Once the oven is all ready to go, then you can pop it into the oven. Now after this, it takes about 3 minutes. When you put your craft in the oven, through the oven door, you'll see it all curl up and it'll kind of move around. So if you do a bunch of them, make sure you leave space. They'll kind of curl up, but then they'll flatten out. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Once it's all the way flat again, it's done and you can take it out of the All right, so let's see what we get once you take it out of the oven. you're going to get this really tiny little pieces of plastic. So let me show you what those look like. So this is one of the ones that I cut out and colored. You can see it's all the ridge things. This is before it goes into the oven, about that size. Now, after it comes out of the oven, it's really small. And here's one that's done. You see that little tiny heart? That is super fun. This one I did my initial. I did a V and cut it out so that you have a little thing. Here's the sunshine that I did. You can almost see that. This one is the coolest though. Junior camp. So I did the word junior camp. This one was actually a rectangle, but when it shrunk down, it came to this shape. So this one, again, I put a little tiny hole in it, and I am going to get a little piece of wire and put that hole and attach it to the keychains. The junior camp keychain. Can't beat that, can you? All right, so I hope you're having fun with shrink plastic. Again, stop the video, rewind, check it out so that you can try it all by yourself. It's a really fun craft, and you'll be happy with what you end up with. Have a good day. Enjoy junior camp.